Are you an absolute beginner to using computer technology? Maybe you're a pastor or a teacher or an office worker, and due to the pandemic, you are now forced to plunge into the digital age. Well, have no fear. I prepared this video just for you. All right. In this video, I'll share 10 steps towards the best approach to learning new technology. I'm your host, Damian Chambers, and welcome to your devotional digest. On this channel, we provide spiritually uplifting content as well as tutorials on various areas of technology. I invite you to please subscribe to the channel and click the bell so that you can receive notification when new videos are released. Thank you very much for your support. Okay, welcome back. Steps to learning new technology. So you're an absolute beginner, or maybe you had a little exposure before, but now because of the COVID-19 pandemic, you're being forced into using tools and technologies that you did not have any acquaintance with before. And you feel confused, you feel like you don't know where to start. Here I'll share with you 10 steps. The first step is to recognize that we are all ignorant. You know, it was Albert Einstein who said that we are all ignorant. The difference is that we do not all ignore the same things. The first person who is an expert at any technology is usually the person who invented it or helped to invent it. So don't be embarrassed about your ignorance. All right? The second step is focus. In other words, computer technology is a wide field, too wide for any one person to be an expert in. You know, you have stuff like websites, software, hardware, graphic design, presentation, word processing, and even these individual areas have their own branches of expert work. So what you want to do is to identify those technologies that you will need for your job mainly and focus your attention on learning that first. Don't get distracted by how many new technologies coming out and how many areas that you have to learn and so on. Focus. The second step is the third step, is what I refer to as technology intuition. You're going to need this. Technology intuition refers to the ability to understand technology intuitively, meaning you can take up a new software or hardware and find your way around it without much help. And the reason this can happen, it is because most technologies are built with common icons and symbols that help you to navigate your way easily. This is based on usability engineering because most software designers know that they must build the software in a way that the user can augment their reality. For example, they'll use references to a shopping cart. You know, that's easily identifiable. A shopping cart is something you use at the supermarket, but online, it is somewhere you add your items to when you're shopping. That's a simple example. Another example are the icons that are used on a mobile app, for example. The settings icon, the delete icon, the OK icon and stuff. Learn to register what those icons are used for. Another way to approach it is that rather than just learning one word processing software like Microsoft Word, you need to understand the philosophy behind how word processing softwares work, so that if you find yourself going to a different word processing software, you can know what to expect and know what to do and find your way around. Step number 4 is I want to encourage you to practice reading documentation. Right? Documentation is basically a manual that usually comes with a software or with a new hardware. Take time to read it because a documentation is normally prepared by the software engineer or their team, and it will get you to a deeper level than what your intuition might get you to. There are some tools that you might not be aware of that exist, and you might benefit from finding out that those things exist. Next, you need to seek help online, or seek help in general, mostly online help. You seek help by doing a Google search, or going to a forum, or going to a YouTube video, or maybe you can do more formal things like registering for a course. So nothing is embarrassing about seeking help. We all do it. All experts do it, because the truth is that I said no individual is an expert at all areas of computer science. So don't be embarrassed about seeking help. There are some paid platforms like Udemy or Pluralsight. In those, or LinkedIn Learning by Microsoft, you can register for a course. For example, you can do a course on the basics of Windows 10. And you do that course thoroughly, and you're on your way. You practice and you're on your way. So seek help. The next step is to be patient. Learning is a painful process. It interrupts your life, but the effort is rewarding. It will take some time, especially as you grow your technology intuition. Step number six is curiosity. I realize that digital natives, that is referring to children and youth who are born after the digital age, they learn technology faster than some of us who are digital immigrants. And what I find is that the difference between young people and us older folks is curiosity. They are very curious about how things work. When they take up the device, they don't just do what they need to do and put it down. They're going to search into it and find out how things work. They're going to press a button and find out what happens when you press that button. In order for you to learn technology, you need to develop and to grow that curious nature of you. Of course, curiosity is time-consuming and costly and mistake-prone, but that's all a part of the learning process. The next step is to find a mentor. Identify someone who is a technology expert who you can call on if you get stuck with learning something. Because the truth is, there are some things that might not exist in a forum or on an online course, and you can call somebody and they will listen to you, identify the problem, and give you a solution. Nothing is wrong with that. I have technology mentors that I call upon. Despite of how much I know, I do have mentors, and you can and should do the same. Step number 9 is practice. Practice, practice, practice. When you learn something, implement it immediately and practice to do it. If you learn how to use Windows 10 or learn how to use Microsoft Word or you learn how to use Google Forms, practice doing your own stuff and don't always call that mentor. Make mistake. Do create something, because we are all creative creatures. God made us that way. So practice to do your own thing, and then if you get stuck, you can call for help. But practice helps to cement the information. And finally, help other people. If you learn some technology and you grow, explain to your spouse or explain to your children how it works. Once you start doing that, it sticks in the brain. Or teach someone else who is in a position that you were before you get started. That's a very important and the most effective way of letting information stick. All right. So, gone are the days when knowing technology is a novelty. It is now a requirement. So take that plunge. Follow the guidelines I listed in this video and join me on this exciting journey towards learning new technology. If there's a particular area that you would like me to present on, please comment in the chat and let me know, and I will look into doing a video just to help you. Thank you for watching, and God bless you.